So what do I feel I'm entitled to? The world. Finding things in life. Better situations for me and everyone that surrounds me. You know, everything I dream of. But I don't just dream. I chase those dreams. I committed myself to them dreams a long time ago. I visualized those dreams at times where it seemed like they were so far away and I felt like I would never get to them. But now, those same things I desired back then, they're slowly starting to become a reality. Cause I told myself that this was my only option. So now, we got together a bunch of other dreamers and asked them what they feel they're entitled to. And why.
Also, I really fuck with your shirt. It's
Thank
from High
you.
Point. Your boy is from High Point.
You're from High Point?
Yeah, big
wow. Or like,
I can make us some new shit.
official.
I'm a stripper. I'm checking.
This guy, I love it.
So yeah, that's me.
I
don't take that.
And then I wanted him back there, but I kind of want me back there. So there you go.
It's crazy how I do it. I can use this
You knew
right.
it that
So if y'all curious how I got my last name,
Yeah.
this is real though. But it's gonna lead into a joke. Alright, so
We're ready.
basically, my great grandfather was adopted by a white family.
Okay.
That's how I got last name Miller.
Oh.
Yeah. So my artist name is Ned Miller. So he might be like my great granddaddy.
Ooh.
And he definitely has some like black loving going on. I mean, look, Jungle Love. Shout out to
How do we
Steve
make
Miller.
it here?
Yeah,
Wow.
Jungle Love. That's how I
Wow.
came. God was here. Like, that's how
You was made
I came into this world. I came into this
Oh,
world. Shout out to Steve Miller, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steve Miller.
Steve Miller.
Yeah. Shout out
Ned
Steve.
Miller.
Yeah,
Shout
Ned
out
Miller.
Steve.
Shout out Steve.
My great grandpa.
Ned Miller with all the energy. Trey Flowers with all the keys.
Oh yeah, play something for us.
Oh, that
Wow.
That's all I got.
Wow. That's, we love
That's why I
that.
fucks with you.
And then we got Valor Jordy with the clothes.
You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
Yeah,
It's me.
yes.
It's me.
Love
It's
how
me.
you came real chill, Bill. But
I literally just got off work.
you know what I'm saying? Wow.
Literally just got off
I
work.
love that. So that's what's up. So guys, we're all here. We're all artists. We're all here as a collective.
Yeah.
Let's get into our bags, because I know y'all are in your bags. That's been my little catchphrase for today. I love it. Okay, so the first question I'm gonna ask you guys: what's the first word that comes to mind when you hear entitled, or what's the feeling? What's I just need one. Millennials. Millennials. Okay, you said it first. So what's up? Why do you think of that? Why do you think of millennials first?
Don't we have my real answer?
I do.
Alright, so I'm gonna get into it right now. I feel like we ain't on shit. You know, we don't need shit. You gotta bust your ass for it, so we ain't entitled to shit. But at the end of the day, you know, instant gratification. That's what we're all looking for.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel you.
It's hard work, you know what I'm saying? I ain't entitled to nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like I deserve anything. You feel me?
Ooh.
I'm that person. So
Ooh.
I apologize.
So there's nothing that you feel entitled to. That's to me personally. I think that's cool.
What's the attitude to have?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I work my ass off, but what happens, happens.
Yeah.
That's what I put in.
Yeah.
That's what I get out.
Because I know me and a lot of other millennials, we feel like,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
we deserve everything
this
in the
is my-
world.
this isn't my water bottle, but I'm gonna drink your water. That's how a lot of people feel. So I feel you
That's a
on
great
that.
analogy.
Thank
Great way to
you.
put it.
You gotta be quick on it.
Yeah.
You gotta be quick.
See, I can-
Jordy, quick.
He said it all.
Hey, man,
I
how
totally
do you
agree.
piggyback off of that one for real?
Yeah.
for
We don't
real.
need to piggyback. You know, we're original.
I definitely feel that one.
I didn't even have one that really.
Nothing is really like achieved without hard work. I definitely feel
Say that
shit.
again.
Nothing is really ever achieved without hard work. You just
So
gotta
put a
work.
spin on that album, you know what I'm saying? He busting his ass, he went that time in, so he's entitled to it. Back that way.
He's entitled to
I would
it.
say he's putting that spin on it from that standpoint.
Yeah. He's putting a spin on the word entitled by.
Yeah. Like he's busting his ass, he put the time in, so yeah,
Okay.
he can be entitled.
You're in front of the camera.
That's the
I'm
homie
from-
Chris.
That's the homie Chris.
Shout out Talents TV.
Tal-
Yeah, the boy Chris. You already know how we rocking, bro. That's
I
the
love
boy.
it. I actually recently saw the video that you guys did, Lastacia?
Let's stay.
Lastacia. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you feel, okay, with that album, 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you feel entitled to Lastacia? Do you feel entitled to that video? Do you feel entitled to that creativity behind the video?
Alright, so to start with the album.
That was just for jokes. Just go for it. Just go for it.
Nah, for real. Stacia, that's my girlfriend. I named that last track after her because she's generally in the room whenever I'm creating anything that I do.
Nice.
She's the ear that I trust like the most other than my own.
Nice.
And so I felt necessary for the debut album that I put out, you know, to give her that moment and for that visual as well. As far as the creativity, I just always leave that to whatever the higher up is going to put into my body to let me put that out for the world.
Yeah.
True.
Like I don't get into it. I don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
I sit down blank slate every time, and whatever happens, happens. I got some techniques, of course, but I don't feel entitled to too much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just do what I do, and what happens next.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just try to keep it real
Okay.
every time.
Keeping it real. So you're entitled to your truth.
I am entitled to my
Ooh,
truth.
we got one. We got one. He's entitled to something,
I am
people.
entitled to my truth.
Okay. Love that. Okay. Jordy.
To you.
Back to you, my man. I know, I'm just kidding. So do you feel, with hard work and with your craft, do you feel entitled to anything within, you know, your craft?
I mean, we all have like certain standards that we would want for ourselves, and like every single, you know what I'm saying, every single time we pass like a pedestal, we want to keep on like
Absolutely.
transcending, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
Yes.
I feel like we're entitled to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
By ourselves and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To always improve. You know what I'm saying? And seeing like, obviously seeing the what's the word I'm looking for? The fucking
The light at the end of the road.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
You get what I'm
Entitled to kind of just like, entitled to go hard.
saying? Yeah, exactly.
Like you have
Exactly.
permission to go hard.
Right, yeah.
Is that so? Is can we say that permission's kind of your definition for entitled?
I guess.
I don't
guess
wanna put
honestly,
anything on
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, if I honestly work hard for it, then I deserve it.
Ooh,
Point blank period.
you heard your man's?
You deserve everything that
Yeah,
you bear.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You reap what you sow. Every
You
time.
reap what you sow. Okay.
time.
So we got you reap what you sow. Nothing is achieved without hard work. You're entitled to your power. You're entitled to being a Miller. You're entitled.
Uncle Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love it. Y'all let the people know who y'all are one more time. We're gonna peace out of here.
The Lord Jordy to your right. To the right, hell yeah.
Trey Flowers.
Dan Miller.
Ned Miller.
Yeah, I was like,
Steve Miller's son.
yeah, no, not son.
Oh.
Great. So what does that make me? Grandson.
Oh. Period. Wow. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Good stuff.
Peace.
Good stuff.
All right. How do y'all feel
bro.
about that?
I mean, shit, I've been through it, so I know shit
Yeah.
happens. It was some great material though. I don't think I can do that every
No, he really did record it.
Oh, he really recorded?
He did.
Oh, yeah, I was like, all right, let's run this again. Shit, let's like,
Ooh, can we do one thing real quick? I want to know they
serious. All
sign.
right, look. So,
No, not that.
when the cops pull me over, yo,
No.
I'm shitting bricks.
No.
Just saying, bro. It's just, blue lights make me nervous.
What?
I don't remember. Yes, I think I did.
Well, we're gonna ask all of the guys since they're here and since I'm curious and I'm the interviewer. What's your sign, Trey Flowers?
I'm a Pisces.
Oh. What's your sign, Ned
Capper
Miller?
motherfucking corn, nigga.
Ooh, I got a rising in
See,
Capricorn. I got a rising in Capricorn. And below Jordy, what's your sign?
Almighty Sage.
Ooh.
Okay, yes, oh yeah,
Yes.
you.
So we got fire, earth, and
Always the water.
always the water. Why?
Always.
Because
I keep it smooth.
we dripping.
And we drip.
I just wanted to know. You're here with your favorite Virgo, Yada Yomo. Okay.
Virgo. Okay.
Entitled 2, coming to you soon. Me and the guys. A little birdie has been telling me that you've been doing what you need to do in these streets, Miss Boulevard.
Oh, what does that mean, ma'am?
Yeah, well, that means, indeed, you've been doing your thing out here on these beatboxing 808. Let me pass you my
Ever so
beat
slight.
tape.
Ever
Yeah.
so slight. Ever so slight.
Yeah, I've been seeing it. I've been loving it. I've been looking at it. I love your latest beat tape and your latest beat. Can I tell you my favorite beat?
Sure.
Okay. Me, you, odd, and new. Katie's beat on her latest beat tape. What's that name of it?
It's called Boulevard Bumps Volume 2.
Yeah.
Reality Bites.
Yes, Reality Bites.
Yeah.
What bites about reality, Katie?
Well, the whole thing is like kind of a play on the spelling. It's
Yeah.
spelled like BYTS, like megabytes
Yeah.
or whatever bytes.
Yeah.
And it's just basically like everybody's reality is so centered about social media, the internet, and just like technology in general. And I kind of feel like I don't see myself as a part of that. And it's kind of made me feel like, you know, the reality around me sucks.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. So that's kind of what that whole tape is about. It's a more serious, even though there's no words, but it's more of a serious tape to me. And I kind of just like made most of the beats while I was kind of going through a lot of things. So that's kind of what the whole theme is.
Okay. Well, I'd love to know, like, what kind of things were you going through while you were like creating that beat tape? Being that I'm sure your experience has a lot to do with what went into it.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of the ups and downs of life, like trying to navigate different transitions in my life. You know, I just recently graduated college, and after graduating school, it was like a whole new thing. Like it's kind of like people say that you get kind of a reality check, but you don't really know it until you feel it. And it was just one of those things I kind of had to like snap into and understand that I had to do things differently than I was doing it before for me to be successful for real. So it was just a interesting situation, an interesting like kind of like, I'm one of those people that doesn't function well being in between. So that's like an overlaying theme in a lot of my music is in between, like being in between places, phases, people, friends, whatever, you know, whatever it may be. A lot of my music comes from being in that uncomfortable place and expressing that.
Wow. I've heard a lot of times that the uncomfortable parts of life are the parts that you grow in the most.
Absolutely, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I've had my fair share of discomfort, okay? And growth has been a really big part of it.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I feel like I've grown in, or some of the moments that I feel like I've grown in, are the moments where I feel entitled to things. Right?
Yeah. Expectation. Yeah.
And then learning that those expectations get warped and they get thrown back in my face. Like, hey, you didn't actually get. That's not what you get. Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't actually have that.
Yeah.
You're not actually entitled to that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my question to you is: are there any things or situations or people or anything that you feel like you're entitled to in this world?
Well, to be honest with you, I had to like check myself a couple times for a lot of things. It's like, you know, being an artist, you know, it was one of those instances where I felt like once people started to get to know me, I could just keep that ball rolling instead of really taking initiative to get to know more people and to go out of my way to actually like do the things, you know, like so I kind of caught myself in this weird uncomfortable place again where it was like how do I figure out how to break into, you know, getting to know more people and more people getting to know me and like making that network, that connection with more people than what I already have without expecting that to just happen. You know, like I have to take some initiative in that. I can't expect people to just come up to me and be like, hey, are you an artist? Like it doesn't work out that way. You know, like it really doesn't. So you have to kind of like come out of yourself and go up to that person that you want to get to know and say, hey, I'm Katie, I do this, and this. Okay. Just going up to people like that, like networking is not my deal, to be honest with you. But I mean, honestly, so yeah, I'm just trying to get myself out of that for sure. That's the main thing right now.
Okay. So what I got from that is you feel a sense of, or you have before felt a sense of entitlement from, I guess, like the community of artists.
Yeah. And like people having already kind of like known who I was before and like getting accustomed to like coming into a space and people being like, hey, you know, and you love that feeling. Of course you do. Yeah. But it's like, that's one of those things that like, you know, I never really thought that I was like, not to, you know, get any big ideas, but you know, it's just like people have their own lives and you're not their main focus. So you're not going to stay in their mind in the forefront if you don't stay in front of them. You get what I'm saying? So if you disappear, like I did for a little while. Indeed. You know, like I can't expect people to just remember who I was. I can't expect to walk in the room and get that same expectation. Right. If I'm not really like putting in the effort, if I'm not showing up at the shows, if I'm not, you know, interacting with people. And that was just one of my problems. I wasn't really like going out of my way to interact with people. So trying to get better at that. That's why I'm here right now.
Indeed, getting back in the scene, and I love it. I'm so grateful to like have you be a part of this. I'm sure Scales is too.
Yeah.
Scales' new album entitled 2 is coming out, as you know.
Yeah.
How did you meet Scales? Like, how do you know this guy?
It's just small world, small circles, like just being at shows and events. Like I can't remember exactly how I met him. I'm pretty sure it was at a show. Like, just knowing the way things were. It's like I'm in a little band kind of called Earth Tones, and a couple of the members in the band know him. And
I love Earth Tones. I love you guys so much.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they kind of like were my kind of cursor into that. I'm sure we did a show or something and he happened to be there, and you know, I know Devin and Dre, they know him from before too, so I'm sure I got introduced to him through them.
Okay, through the Greensboro art scene. Yeah, so that's super dope. Last thing, I really just want to know about these pins on your shirt, man. Give me the inside scoop. Like, Michelle? When did you get her?
I just got Michelle today. Okay,
no way.
Like I was on the phone with you
Yeah.
when I got Michelle. It was like
I heard you at the register too.
Yes, I don't know if you heard how hype I got, but I remember like I love pins. I've always loved pins. Like I'm like a really vintagey. Like I really love vintage things.
Yeah,
like just old things, and pins is like one of those ways that you can kind of like show how you feel without saying anything, and it being like right there, you know, like just something that catches people's eye, just a little wink, you know, a little afterthought, or you know. So like I don't know. I was just going through like I think I was at Terribly for a second, and I was just going through this little pin box they had, and I saw Michelle Obama, and I was like, I gotta get Michelle. Like, what do you mean? I'm doing a disservice to my country. Why wouldn't I do Michelle? So you know, picked her up real quick. As for the other ones, like this one says "Made in the '90s." Yes. You know about my obsession with '90s and '90s hip hop. I do. '90s culture and all those things. So I had to get that. Plus, I love it's like this plaid in the background, which is definitely hella 90s. This one is a pin that's on a pin. Yes. And I love puns. Yeah. So
pin on a pin. So quiet you could hear a pin drop. Pin drop. Or do I hit the pin drop?
You got it. Girl, if you go hit it, you gotta hit it.
Well, show me how to hit it.
Look, I'm not busting my butt. Ain't no room.
So what I know about Katie Boulevard, by the way, I know that Katie Boulevard is a singer. She's got this real old school flow that you just love to project. Like when I hear it, I know it's coming from your soul, first and foremost, okay? Your beats, they give me this like 90s feel, like made in the 90s kind of feel. They give me this like, let's just get up and let's dance, or let's like get into our head a little bit, you know? I very much so commend you for the way that you express yourself. Thank you. So I just love to say that. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got into your artistry, and what's the word? How did you get into your artistry, and what's your favorite part about being in your field of music?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll answer the second part first. Okay. I think my favorite part about it is like the freedom there is, like especially like, you know, as much as I love the 90s, like I think about how much people weren't necessarily able to do back then. And now that we're in 2019, you know, it's a lot more accessible. People are a lot more flowy. Like, you know, there's a lot more that you can do, you know, and I think that, you know, being a producer and being able to make my own music and write over my music is also really great. So it's like just having the best of both worlds, so I could just finish a complete project on my own, you know, and have the option of whether or not to ask for help or, you know, work with other people. Yeah. Remind me of the first one.
Just how did Katie Boulevard get into her craft?
Oh, sorry.
It's all good, we're here. Take a seat if you need.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I think, well, I've been playing music since I was really little. I was like playing piano. I took like private lessons with piano since I was like 4 years old. And I played all the way up until I got to college with this woman named Miss Battle. We went every day after school. Wow. And I was really good for a while. I came into A&T as a music performance major, and I was a piano performance major. But my senior year in high school, I always wanted to sing, but I felt like my voice was too deep to sing. And I kind of was trying really hard to like sound like a lot of the musicians and artists that were out at the time, you know, the Beyonce, the Rihannas, whose registers was so much higher than mine is naturally. Right. You know, it was before I really found people like Sade and, you know, Jill Scott, and I knew about them and heard them, but didn't really divulge into them and understand that they could exist. I could exist as a part of that too. So like senior year of high school, a friend of mine had a ukulele, and I got asked to perform at a senior spotlight.
Ooh, at Inlow? At Inlow High School, where we both went to school?
Yes, and they literally like had me on TV, like, you know, on their news station, and I like played this jazz version of a Lady Gaga song. I can't remember what the name of the song was. And I just played ukulele and I sang, and people came up to me after and they were like, "You did so great, I love your voice, blah, blah, blah." And after that, I started playing ukulele, I started writing music. I already wrote poetry, so it kind of just was putting a poem into a structure. So that was kind of like already there, so it kind of worked out pretty well. And then eventually I felt like ukulele wasn't doing everything for me, so I picked up guitar. And the rest was history.
Amazing. Wow.
Yep.
I love the guitar. You know, I got a little couple strums on me too, so that's super dope.
Yeah.
Super dope. Well, I appreciate you.
No worries.
I really do.
appreciate you.
What's up? What's it? It's fun. Okay.
Don't got no hell, so much dust. Money so long, I got my heart broke, I doubled up. She like the devil, she dangerous. Don't got no halo, that's angel dust. Money so long, it get tangled up. She got me sick, now I'm throwing up. She call me backing up, picking up. I think that I'm going through withdrawal. I know I can't even leave that long, so I slide on the weekend.
Yeah, we're out here. Soul Relief Records, and we're here to chat with Chris Meadows about his talent, about his artistry, about his craft, about his mom.
Maybe.
And just get the inside scoop on what's going on with this guy. So,
Yeah.
hey.
What's up?
Hey, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good, me too. Yeah. I want to know about your art.
Okay. Can you give me somewhere to start? That's a
Absolutely.
pretty broad question.
It is. Yeah. So I know your stage name is Chris Meadows.
Yeah.
I know you have a really cool sound that I know you don't cuss in. Super cool. I know you do a lot of cool music videos with Lone Wolf Society.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's all that?
That's going awesome actually. Shout out to Braxton Langston Chapman, the director of all the visuals. He's super fire.
Okay.
Yeah, he came to me like a while back and probably like 2 years ago and was like, yo, like I want to like work with you. Like I just want to see what we could do.
Yeah.
And everything we've done since then has been like just going and going. You know,
Nice.
super talented guy. So he helps bring all my visions to life. So I'm enjoying it. And just we're working on something pretty cool right now. So I'm excited, and it's gonna probably start October 14th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So secret or?
It's kind of a secret, yeah.
Okay.
I would just say, you know, check out, keep updated on my Instagram, and like
Indeed.
you'll see it. Yeah.
Okay. Chris Meadows is your Instagram, right?
No, Meadows Official, and then that's how you'll find everything. MeadowsOfficial.com or Meadows Official on any social media outlet.
Dope. So how'd you get into your craft as far as rapping?
I was always a writer, so you know, when I was a kid, I used to write poems, I used to write short stories, whatever. And then I've always been a fan of hip hop music, and so I little by little got into it. It was actually, I'm not gonna say the song because I don't want to slight anybody, but there's like this song on the radio that was like a huge hit, and I was like, yo, like these dudes cannot rap. Like, let me take a stab at it too, like, and so that's kind of how I fell into it, and then like I just loved it, so I just kept going.
A little contrast and clarity. You see what you don't like to create what you do like. Okay.
Right.
I do that in my world too, you know, just a little bit.
Yeah.
With music, with people, with, you know, just life in general. You kind of got to do that. Yeah. Cool. So, as you know, Antoine Scales' new album entitled 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what you know about Scales.
I actually met Scales through my friend Demeanor.
Word.
He's another talented rapper. I think he's on like a tour right now.
What's that?
So we were all kicking it, and I ended up meeting him and hearing his stuff. He's a pretty talented guy. Like I'm excited for him to drop it. And I just can't wait to see what he does with it. Like I haven't heard like when you're in the local scene, there's only a few people that like you really find that you're like, wow, like I could really see them.
Like I really like them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he's definitely one of those guys. So just cool to be around him and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about your music do you use to inspire others? Or do you use your music to inspire others at all?
I know people tell me like, oh, like this song did this for me or this song did that for me, and that's great, you know. I really I really write my songs from a personal place, so I imagine that's why people find like the inspiration in them, because they're real to me, and you can pick up when something is authentic or when it's not. And so if you get inspired by it, cool. But mostly just my message is just like I'm doing me at this point. Like I can't hear the critics, I can't hear blogs, like I have to just do what I want, and then like they end up coming back around. And
what's personal about your music?
The storyline. So like on the new project that dropped, Suburban Summer.
Nice.
Everybody should go check that out on all platforms.
I think I got a little slight feature on there too.
Yeah. Yada is on it. But it's like, so songs like Who Knew, like songs like Broken, songs like Overrated, definitely very personal to my life. And it's like just dealing with the people that are around me at the time. So like I mean, a lot of people probably love me, a lot of people probably hate me for it, but like it's true music, and
it's personal,
it's personal and it's real. So like you know, these are stories that I can't make up. So like when I'm writing, they just fall right out.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's flip the script a little bit, hit a little whoa. What is the word entitled? You ever heard that word before? Cool. What does that word mean to you?
Dun,
dun, dun.
Yeah. Definitely kind of has a negative connotation, but in hip hop it can have a positive one, I feel like. Because like if you're good enough, like he's like, for him to be calling his next project like Entitled 2 basically, like he's skilled at what he does. Like he feels entitled to like his credit. Like, and I definitely can relate to that. It's like when you put in the work, like you feel like you're like, I deserve this, like I've worked for it. You may not say it out loud, you may not be a cocky person, but it's something as creatives that like when you realize that other people see value in what you're doing, you want that recognition. Maybe it's not on a mass level, but you just want whoever is your fan base to like acknowledge that like, yo, like I see this, like I hear you, you know what I mean? So in hip hop, that's kind of what hip hop is. Like we take a lot of things that are negative and turn them into like positive things. Like especially the slang, like everything from just like dope, like yo, this is stupid, this is crazy, like you know what I mean? Like,
do you feel entitled to a slang?
In a way.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you could, like, yeah, for sure.
As a who? As a.
I feel entitled. How do I feel entitled?
How do you feel entitled? He got the question right there. He already knew.
I feel entitled to like, just don't disrespect the art. You feel me? Don't disrespect the art. Like, I feel entitled to respect. Like, I feel like, and not as in like, yo, like you're so dope, but as in like, even if I don't like this project, like, I'm just gonna like see what I can pull from this that's positive to me, basically. Because I have many elements to my music. You know, like I produce a lot of it. If I'm not producing it, I'm working with Suburban Cam. He's another producer. He's down in Atlanta right now. I think he goes to school down there. He's a pretty talented kid. So like there's multiple elements to my music that like people can pull from personal life to the storytelling, or they can just vibe to it. And a lot of people just vibe to it, and they don't like, they'll come back later like, oh, I heard you said this, that. Like, oh, that's so cool. Like,
so you feel entitled to people respecting your music, respecting your art?
I feel like you should respect art.
Okay.
I feel like everybody deserves that. You know?
Quick question: what would you do if you realized that someone was not respectful to your art?
Shrug and walk away. Like,
shrug and walk away.
Like, so many people out here, like, people are disrespectful to your art. People are disrespectful to you. People do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I feel that.
Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. You just gotta let them be them. Yeah, so I'm Chris Meadows here with Yada. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at MeadowsOfficial and my website meadowsofficial.com, as well as my YouTube channel. Peace out.
Thank you. Little peace out. That was cool, man.
Yeah. Definitely kind of has a negative connotation.
Young and hanging with old niggas. If I wasn't rapping, I'd probably be dope dealing. When I start snapping, I get my results quicker. Entourage of cameras and I brought the show with me. Raving Simone visions, your game isn't called pimping. Oh, when they off switching, my bitch, she just bought slippers for me. Shopping in 40-story buildings is horrifying till you get used to the feeling. I pray that you get the feeling. Can't jump off the roof of the ceiling and flop back your CD. I heard you need food to the healing. You should've paid me to kill it. Fans in my voice and it instantly boost to the millions. Views getting pushed to the limits. I talk about it and live it. I fuck a pussy and feelings. I walk around like lieutenant. I'm spending money in minutes. I told my bank teller that I'm on a late schedule. Marijuana ain't helping. Carolina great, better recognize my face. Before I settle down in some great weather. Perhaps with a Latin chick. Radio plays without management. I really made an example with me and my niggas. I'm mic in a bag of tricks. Antagonizing all the analysts. I'm making money off anonyms, synonyms. I know the Grammy is killing them. Riddle me this while we mention it. Why am greatness resembling? I smoke the tree off a trembling. Straight out the south, no Timberlands. Niggas is average, they citizens. I can't afford to lose Benjamins. Negative, 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 negative. Yeah. Hustle is getting repetitive. I know they sleeping like sedatives. No lecture to my competitors. I'm just too busy with scheduling. Hoping I fall off. I'm telling them all. Negative, 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 negative. Hustle is getting repetitive. I know they sleeping like sedatives. No lecture to my competitors. I'm just too busy with scheduling. Hoping I fall off. I'm telling them all. Maybe I'm scaring them all. Skeletons took them and buried them all. I'm in the field till they carry me off. I'm such a pimp, I can marry your mom. With the music, I am very involved. I'm very standoffish, very important. Various garments, they in my closet. Various dollars, came back like karma. Pick a poison, pick a song like picking cotton. Once I get it, I'm putting my niggas on. Need a whip and a chick who can get me off. I get rid of y'all in the sex, so get ready, a jet to the Gettys. New place when I wake up, came up, got up, stayed up, flip phone, beep up, page up, pimpin' like the 80s. We so innovative, we ain't giving favors. How many hoes can this Tahoe fit? Let's talk about money you not gon' get. Booty stop traffic, get by whole dick. Got some, need a lot more. Not low from the top flow. Pop off when you're not long. Fuck hoes like I'm Tyrone. Pop up in the drop zone. You do not want problems. Got a lot more than a little. Cops for what I got so. Got a dime close, gossip in the 5-0 like a deal. TV ain't ready to see me. My life a reality, sign graffiti. Industry urgently need me, cause I keep it real and it never come easy, okay? Negative, 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 yeah. I swear it's getting repetitive. I know they seem to like sedatives. Not like shit to my competitors. I'm just too busy with scheduling. Hoping I fall off and telling them all. Negative, yeah. Negative, negative, yeah. Negative. I just was getting repetitive. I know they see me like Saturdays. I listen to my competitors. I'm just too busy with scheduling. Hoping to fall off and telling them all.